The teardown of the Redmi K90 Max with its fan and big battery is finally here. Is this phone really just the K90 Pro Max with its large speaker swapped for a cooling fan? Both have fans, but compared to the Honor Win series that shook the tech world earlier this year, which one is actually more worth buying? Or you'll understand once you see the teardown. My most positive impression of the K90 Max is that while other competitors were playing the victim during their launch events, the K90 Max event didn't do that. Instead, they came out with a starting price of just $29.99. In today's market, this price point still offers incredible value for the money. It seems only a drop in sales can push Redmi back to its peak form when it used to knock out Xiaomi. This time, a brush is also included in the box, similar to the one with the Oppo K10 Pro Plus we unboxed, but Oppo's brush has a lanyard hole, making its design a bit more refined. Comparing its appearance with its own K90 Pro Max and competitor Honor VRT, whether it's the dimensions or the ID design, these three phones are quite similar. So, whose look do you prefer? Alright then, let's start things off by powering this device on first. Once again, the marketing claims that HyperOS 3 is incredibly smooth on shuckle. Oh, Jinfan, you really know how to put on a show for us, don't you? He just flashed a few of the new features from the latest system, but looking at them, it doesn't seem like there is any major upgrade here. Oh, here's something different. The background stacking method is changed from that old left to right style to this horizontal stacking, similar to the iPhone's design. I felt the previous default multitasking was really quite counterintuitive. Now let's look at the fan settings. We have smart adjustment, high speed, and quiet mode. This is the quiet mode, so everyone can have a listen.
This road right here that you see in front of us is the major expressway.
After enabling smart adjustment, it just turned off. The device's temperature probably isn't high enough to activate the fan. Now let's compare its fan's airflow to other fan-equipped phones. Since it has a light-colored body, I've lowered the exposure a little bit. Now, does the difference in airflow look significant to you guys? Next, let's take a look at Xiaomi's 165Hz refresh rate screen this time, while the Honor VRT is 185Hz. In terms of brightness, the Honor VRT is clearly a bit brighter. Regarding the screen bezels, the sides are thinner on the Xiaomi, but the chin feels thinner on the Honor. The screen aspect ratios are also different here. The Honor is a bit taller and narrower, while the Xiaomi is shorter and wider. I wonder which one you guys prefer. Okay, that's all for the exterior. But what about the internal components of this phone? Let's get right into the teardown now. After heating it up, use a prying tool to slice along the edges and open up the back cover.
Oh, holy crap, well that scared the life out of me, guys. So when you're taking off the back cover, don't be as rough as I was. It's very easy to snap this ribbon cable right here. Now, looking at the internal structure of this phone is quite different from a normal phone.
Let's first take a look at this back cover. Near the charging port area, you can see that a lot of adhesive has been added. This is likely because the back cover material is quite soft. To prevent the motor and speakers from resonating with the cover during vibration, they used adhesive for reinforcement. The back cover itself is made of a fiberglass material, but it's been given a nice agey metal effect. Looking at the deco from the back, it's milled from a single piece of metal. So the cost of this deco is definitely not cheap. These metal posts are used to connect the motherboard, allowing the deco to act as a signal ring. Now let's remove this fan. Wow, the fan screw is stuck on really tight. The waterproofing must be excellent. After removing the fan, I saw the air intake's corresponding area was spot welded with a full metal dust filter. The material quality is truly excellent. On the back of the fan body, corresponding to the SoC, you can see a large amount of thermal paste applied. Turning to the front of the fan, it's very clear that its size is quite exaggerated. Just looking at it like this, you might not have a good sense of scale. Let's quickly tear down an Honor VRT to see. Other brands' phone fans are mostly similar to the Honor VRT, so this Redmi fan size is definitely quite large.
As for the fan's airflow, Redmi's introduced a new concept here. They're claiming 0.42 CFM or cubic feet per minute. Compare that to the rival's super performance at 0.315 CFM. Now 0.42 cubic feet might not mean much to you, but it's about the volume of 2 soccer balls every minute. That's actually quite a lot of air.
From a design perspective, the K90 Max's fan is actually similar to the Honor VRT. Both essentially place the fan separately on the deco rather than having it directly pass through the device's body. This design naturally lowers the risk of water ingress significantly, and the downward blowing air can be reused to cool the back cover, which is a very clever approach. The side of the Xiaomi fan has a curve. This curve acts as a pressure booster. Additionally, these small fins are for guiding the airflow and also to increase its contact area. Moreover, the length and thickness of each guide fin are different, so they must have conducted extensive aerodynamic model tests. Next, we can see that the part of the motherboard cover over the fan is also made of a metal material. It's just like the Honor VRT we disassembled earlier. Now let's put this fan back into its place. You know, this effect really does look quite sci-fi, my friends. So on a scale from 1 to 91, how would you rate this internal design? As a teardown veteran, I think this result is a perfect 10. I feel like this look is way cooler than with the back cover on. This phone is just perfect for a transparent Explorer edition. Now let's check the internal design details. First, this spot isn't wireless charging, but a massive NFC coil. With an area this big, it'll be great for scanning cards. What about the top speaker? It's also different from standard phones. Usually they're in the top right with a hole cut in the board to fit, but this speaker, because the fan size takes up the original. Ding. It's positioned so it had to move to the central spot placed on the motherboard cover, but by being there, it cleverly used the deco's thickness. The design is quite clever. The battery below takes up a huge proportion inside the device. Just looking, you might not get it. Let's compare it with Vivo's current imaging flagship, the X300 Ultra. With body sizes almost identical, this battery feels about 2.5 centimeters longer than the X300 Ultra. Many people complain flagship phone batteries aren't getting bigger. Unless you ditch this camera deco, its battery won't get bigger. Motherboard cover removed. Oh my, this feels incredibly tight. Got it off. It was so tight, mainly because this metal plate had thermal paste on top, and also a thick layer on its back, which made the motherboard cover and the shield stick together. Looking at the top speaker, it's a 1115X model from Goertek Acoustics, and it even features Boss tuning. A microphone is hidden to the right of the speaker, so a small hole was made on the camera deco to pick up sound. This time, the infrared emitter isn't hidden on the deco like many phones. Instead, it's concealed within the top speaker's opening. Taking out the camera module, the main camera is a 11.55-inch 50-megapixel Light Hunter 800 sensor, or OV50H. This sensor is widely used in Xiaomi's lineup, like the K70 Pro and Xiaomi Mix Flip. The ultra-wide uses a 14-inch 8-megapixel KKG GC08A8 sensor. The front camera is a 14-inch 20-megapixel OmniVision OV20B sensor. But that's not important. Guys who buy this phone usually don't take selfies, and the camera isn't this phone's main selling point either. If you have a similar budget of 2,500 to 3,000 yuan and care about camera quality, its older sibling, the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, is only around 3,100 on Zhuanzhuan's used market. That's half the price of its original 6,499 launch price. Plus, every phone on Zhuanzhuan undergoes multiple official quality inspections, so the quality is guaranteed. Now, remove the motherboard's fixing screws and take out the motherboard. Oh, the motherboard still uses a single layer design that's very beneficial for heat dissipation. And at the processor's position, there's a raised VC liquid cooling cutout. The overall contact area is much larger than a regular opening without a raised platform, and a well-received detail. Xiaomi has also started adding rubber pad protection to its cable connectors this time. Many small details determine if this phone is truly durable. As for the processor, this time it uses the Tianjin 9500, plus a DR discrete graphics chip, and also Samsung's LPDDR5X and Hynix's UFS 4.1. This hardware performance definitely has no issues. Benchmark scores easily exceed 4 million. Now let's disassemble the tail plug section. The bottom speaker is also the Goertek 1115X, and they are symmetrical, top and bottom. Now flipping over to the back of this cover, we can see that this generation has also been upgraded. Look, the motor and the ribbon cable areas are all reinforced with foam. Previous Redmi phones rarely had these details. As for the actual sound quality of the speakers, let's compare it with its big brother, the K90 Pro Max and the Honor Voon RT.
Every single day, I feel my heart drawing closer and closer to yours. Your happiness, your joy is always my utmost priority.
Every single bit. I can feel it deep inside. You are my most beautiful belief.
I won't be able to wait to see the Gemini meteor shower fill the entire sky.
Well, after listening to the sound quality, no doubt, Emperor Wangteng's Jidabing K90 Pro Max has the strongest sound quality. This Redmi K90 Max comes with Boss audio tuning, and it really sounds very good too. I wonder when Redmi's Boss tuning will be passed down to Xiaomi. Damn! Looking at the port's transfer speed, it's USB 2.0, supporting 100W wired charging and 22.5W wired reverse charging. With this setup, when you go out, you can be the sugar daddy for your iPhone using friends. The motor used is a Hengdian Dongqi 0815B, which is already considered above average. Compared to the 0809, it's definitely much better. Finally, removing the battery, you can see the incredibly large VC liquid cooling area on the back. Redmi also said, since they've gone all out on cooling, they'll definitely see it through. And look at this battery cell, it's also incredibly huge. Its dimensions are 56 by 69 by 99. The cell manufacturer is ATL, and the overall battery manufacturer is Dongguanqin Wangde Technology Co. Basel Ltd. The capacity reaches an exaggerated 8550 mAh. It feels like current mid-range sub-flagship phones can now last 2.5 days on a single charge. Overall, it's a single cell plus dual port design. Charging speed is faster and the lifespan is also longer. So for the next teardown, guys, do you want to see first Oppo Find X10 Ultra or Huawei's Pura 90 series or the Pura X Max? Let me know in the comments section.